Hey guys, what's up? Today I have a very interesting question for all of you. It's very interesting. You're probably wondering, you're probably already starting to think, to reminisce, like how many games have I beaten twice in a row in my life? And what does in a row mean? Like, it means consecutively. It doesn't mean that you beat a game, any game, RPG, whatever genre. It doesn't mean that you beat the game, then you played others, and a couple of days later, you started a new playthrough of that game and beat it again. That doesn't count. Oh no. What counts for today's answer in the comment section for you is precisely games that you beat once and immediately, without playing anything else, you started another playthrough of that game and beat it. It's that simple. Wow. Took me hours, man. Hours to come up with my 5, to try to remember, to dig deep into my memories and come up with a considerable number of just 5. 5 games that I think I remember I beat them twice in a row. Of course, 3 of them are RPGs. No surprise there. But what's more ironic is that being the big hardcore RP gamer that I am, I've only beaten 3 RPGs twice in a row. But, okay, that's okay. So I'm gonna start with the most obvious one, which is Chrono Cross, my favorite RPG and video game of all time. Of course, the first time I played that game, the first time I beat it, the second I beat it, I started another playthrough. Why? First, because once you beat that game, you can start a new game plus, retaining your levels, your items, I think, everything. You carry over almost everything in that game. So my second playthrough was extremely easy. Plus, that's one game that has, lots of routes and endings and characters and whatevers. So that's exactly what I did. On my second playthrough, I immediately selected the other route when I got to that point, and so on, to get a different route. I didn't get a different ending, but it was a different route altogether. I don't remember if I did a third playthrough right afterwards, but twice in a row, I perfectly remember that. I love that game so much that I just couldn't stop playing it. Another game, another RPG that I beat more than once, consecutively, twice in a row, is Super Mario RPG. This game, it was one of the very, very absolute first RPGs I ever played in my life. It was the second one, and I was like 17 years old. I got this game on a flea market on a Sunday afternoon, so by night, I started playing it, and I loved it. So, Monday morning, I went straight to playing this game, and for the entire week, I didn't play anything else until I beat this game. It's short RPG, it's like 28 hours, 30 hours, so I beat this game in 1 week exactly. I was on vacation, and have nothing better to do with my life than to play this excellent game. And on Friday, I beat the game, and on Saturday morning, I was once again there playing this great game. And I beat it twice in a row. I can't believe it. I loved it so much that twice in a row, it was more than enough for me. I did beat it a third and fourth time later on, but in a row, twice, Super Mario RPG. The last RPG on my list. It's a game that, I love this game, I adored it, Devil Survivor. And I'm talking about this version, the DS version, not the 3DS watered down version. Watered down in terms of difficulty. It's a great game. There's no point in playing this game ever again once you have the 3DS version, which I own as well, and I beat that version twice, not in a row. This one, okay, it's a little bit tricky. First time I played this game, it was a huge pain in the ass. This fucking game is one of the hardest RPGs I've ever played in my life. I rage quit a lot in this game. I hate it and love the game. And once I beat the game, I was like, fuck this. Years later, I think a year later or 2 years, I don't exactly remember, I went back to this version. And I started a second playthrough there. The point is that in this game, you carry over you have the option to select 1 demon or 2 demons that are over leveled. You start back at level 1 once you start a second playthrough, but you have these two demons at your side, and they're completely overpowered. So you just beat the crap out of everything. I mean, it becomes a very easy game now. So on that second playthrough, I still had my file, so I used it to start a second playthrough. And then this is another game that has a lot of routes and endings and characters and whatever. So I was going for that. On my second playthrough, I selected a different route, and immediately after finishing that second route, I started another playthrough with a different route altogether, and different ending, different characters. That's my experience with Devil Survivor. Really hard RPG, but once you beat it and get those two demons with you, it becomes not exactly a walk in the park, but it's bearable. And now for the games that are not RPGs. But if I may include one last RPG on the list, but no matter how much I try, I can't remember if I beat this game twice in a row. Is Grow Lancer, Heritage of War. Talked about this game recently on my other channel. This game, I remember the exact same day that I got this game, I got also Radiata Stories. That was like, Jesus, that was like 12, 13 years ago. And even though some of these are older, like Super Mario RPG, they stuck with me. But this game, as much as I love it, it's one of my absolute favorite RPGs of all time. But this game, I remember I beat it, and the moment you beat this game, you get these accessories that you can equip your characters, making you very powerful. So my second playthrough was a walk in the park, and this game has 4 story arcs before you get to the 5th and main arc. So the game lets you, once you finish the game lets you start over from the main one. You don't have to do all this, the 4th story arcs again. You can do it with the accessories, as a matter of fact, but you don't have to. What I do remember is beating this game twice. On my second playthrough, I started from the main story, not through the 4 story arcs. I do remember that perfectly, but I don't remember if it was twice in a row. I can't remember that, but if I did, I probably did, because I love this game so much and I was so addicted to it back then that I probably did. Yes, again, it has like different endings, different waifus, yeah, and you can unlock other playable characters and their story arcs once you meet certain conditions. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, on to my other games that are not RPGs. The first one that I want to talk about is Super Mario World, also on the Super Nintendo. You see, back in the day when I was little, I had the NES, and I had just a bunch of games, and it was just a matter of playing Super Mario Brothers, and then finishing it, and then going back to Excite Bike, and then going back to Skate or Die. I don't care what anybody says about that game, I love Skate or Die on the NES, but those two games are like endless. I mean, you can't beat them. Skate or Die is a mini-game game. There's no ending screen, there's no credits, no nothing. I mean, you just play the games over and over again, so those doesn't count. But I don't remember. Maybe I did. I don't remember beating Super Mario Bros. The first one twice in a row. I don't think I have. But the one that I do remember was when I got the Super Nintendo, was Super Mario World. This game, well, there's 2 ways to beat this game. One is, with all the secret routes and all that jazz, just keeping parts and some castles, and then you go straight to the boss. And then there's the other normal route that most people just follow on their first playthrough, because back then there was no internet, and it wasn't that easy. It was easy, but it wasn't that easy to discover these routes, these different paths. So that's the one I took, the normal route, just from beginning, all the castles till the end. I knew there were these star levels and then these secret levels, but I didn't do any of that, so I just went straight to the boss and beat it. I think it took me like a day or 2. But immediately after beating this game, I felt like a little bit empty. I liked this game so much that I just needed to go back to it immediately again, do everything, star levels, unlock every stage, everything on it. And that's exactly what I did on my second playthrough. I did everything, star levels included, secret levels included, which are a pain in the ass, but I love them either way. Went straight to the boss once again and beat it. Twice in a row, Super Mario World. And my last game, well, you're probably gonna say, come on, it doesn't count, it's a fighting game, that's cheating. Fighting games, you can beat them in like 40 minutes or probably less, 20 minutes. I know that, but you gotta understand that I am including all kinds of games here. So if your top 5, 10 or whatever are fighting games, that's okay. Let me know in the comment section below. In my case, I had Street Fighter 2, but I don't remember beating that game twice. I mean, I think I beat it with one character, went to other games, and so on. I also had Mortal Kombat 2. Same case. Maybe I did beat these games twice with a different character each time, but I don't remember. Also, there are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The arcade, which is the second one on the NES, I love the heck out of that game. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, on the Super Nintendo. Pretty short game. These two games, I love the heck out of them. I've beaten them a million times, but I don't exactly remember if I ever beat them twice in a row. I probably did with Turtles in Time, but somehow I don't remember. But the one that I do remember perfectly was Mortal Kombat Ultimate. Man, also on the Super Nintendo. What a great game. It's probably one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Mortal Kombat back then was the shit. It was great. It was amazing. And this game was like an improved version of the third Mortal Kombat with more characters, with all characters. And I love that. So imagine most of my favorite characters were in this game. So one day I just selected one character, beat the game. I chose Sector, the robot, the red robot. It's my favorite Mortal Kombat character. And then I chose Cyrax. And I don't remember what other characters I chose. Noob Saibot probably, the black guy. Literally black. And I beat the game like 2, 3, 4 times in a row on the same day with all these characters. I clearly remember that. It was great. It was just a fantastic game, and I probably beat it twice in a row, many other occasions in my past. But yeah, I played the crap out of Mortal Kombat Ultimate on the Super Nintendo. So that's my story, guys. Those are the games that I've beaten twice in a row in my life. And now it's your turn. Let me know in the comment section. Alright guys, thanks for watching.